We've reached the final stage of selecting our next superintendent. I want to take a moment to express my deep appreciation to everyone who participated in this process. Since we began this journey at the beginning of last year, we have spent a lot of time. Countless individuals have contributed their energy, their resources, and expertise to get us through.
A new leader at the helm of the Clark County School District. Joan Ebert will now be the superintendent for the nation's 5th largest school district.
It is about power with, not power over. We will be successful as a school district when we're each empowered to drive forward and lift our children up.
Tonight, hear from the new leader on how she plans to turn our schools around, from teacher shortages to budget issues. Channel 13 starts right now.
Channel 13 News at 11 starts now.
After more than a year of searching for a new leader, the Clark County School District has officially selected its next superintendent. And thank you so much for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Trisha Keene. In a unanimous 7-0 vote, the CCSD Board of Trustees chose Joan Ebert to lead students, staff, and families into the future. And we have team coverage tonight from anchor Joe Moeller and senior reporter Alyssa Bethencourt on what this decision means for the district. We begin tonight with Alyssa on how Joan Ebert says she is going to transform our school district with its many challenges. Alyssa.
Joan Ebert will be taking on the role of superintendent, and it is not an easy job. After all, it's the nation's 5th largest school district, and we know CCSD has had its fair share of challenges. Ebert tells me her goal is to transform CCSD from being one of the worst ranked in the country to being a destination district.
Please cast your votes. That motion passes 7-0.
Joan Ebert is coming back to where her career started, this time as the leader of the Clark County School District.
I'm honored and deeply humbled by all of this.
Ebert's experience in education spans decades. She started in CCSD as a teacher before rising through the ranks. She later worked in New York as a senior deputy commissioner for education policy before returning to Nevada as the state superintendent in 2019.
I want somebody who can come in and be a strong leader across the board.
During public comments, several speakers praised Ebert's experience and leadership, saying she understands the unique needs of CCSD. Trustees expressed confidence in her ability to tackle the district's biggest challenges, from teacher shortages and overcrowded classrooms to budget issues.
She, I think, can hit the ground running the way we need her to.
Ebert also proposed major changes for the district, including extended school days and a longer academic year to improve student performance. Minutes after she was chosen for the district's top job, I asked her how she planned to do that.
Making sure that we head toward a school day where we can provide a full complement, not only in our mathematics and our science and our English language arts, but also those other components of learning that are important.
And the focus now shifts to finalizing her contract before she takes over as superintendent. Meanwhile, the Clark County Education Association is weighing in on this decision and what it means for educators. For more on that, we turn to anchor Joe Moeller.
Well, the Clark County Education Association, the union representing the teachers here in Clark County School District, have been keeping a close eye on this entire process. Many of the representatives coming to these meetings, the interview process, just to keep tabs on what is happening. Prior to tonight's vote, they did put out a statement stressing the importance of the current legislative session in Carson City, which will shape funding and policies for CCSD. They say it's important for the next superintendent to get to Carson City as soon as possible during this legislative session. Well, I did talk to the president of the CCEA, Marie Nisus, about tonight's vote. Your reaction to this vote tonight?
I'm happy with the results. I think this is the first step in making sure that the community sees a change in the right direction.
Or the CCEA had put out a statement kind of expressing the urgency with that whoever was picked to get up to Carson City during this legislative session. You think Ebert is the person to do that?
I absolutely believe Superintendent Ebert is the right person because we've had a long-standing working relationship with her, and we can just hit the ground running. There's not going to be any missteps. We can go up there together and collaboratively work to move the district in the right direction.
And Nisus did congratulate Ebert on this vote that did take place here tonight. She said she's eager to work with her in the future. Reporting at the Education Center on Flamingo, I'm Jim Moeller.
It's been more than a week since President Donald Trump introduced a 20% tariff on Chinese goods. And we're hearing from one local business already beginning to feel the strain. Our Giovanni Carrillo spoke with the business owner and shows us how impacts are being felt throughout the valley.
As you step inside Maximum Comics in the Southwest Valley,
a lot of collectibles, toys.
You'll be instantly captivated by the endless graphic novels waiting to transport you to a new world.
There's a comic book for everybody.
But this escape could soon cost you more if President Donald Trump's 25% tariffs on Canadian goods goes into effect April 2nd. Owner Jay Bosworth tells me almost all comics are printed in Canada.
Printing press in the United States hasn't opened a new one since the 90s. So all printing really has been farmed out to Canada. So let's say a comic book that costs $4.99 will now be $6.25.
And while the effects of these tariffs haven't fully materialized, Bosworth notes the 20% across-the-board tariff, which went into effect in February, have already hit its merchandise.
Goods from China that we receive, we've seen a 20% increase already.
Some businesses tell us that they hope to absorb the cost of those tariffs. Is that a possibility for you?
That is not a possibility, unfortunately. For a small niche hobby business like a comic book store, a 25% increase in costs is like anyone's household. It's insurmountable.
He tells me being transparent with his customers about the price changes have helped them amid the changes.
But the support we've gotten back from our customers has actually been pretty strong. Most people understand and they know they're going through similar things themselves.
He says the uncertainty has also forced them to find new ways to get customers inside the store.
So we're doing more social gatherings, store parties, community outreach, trying to just remind people that comic books are still a pretty affordable way of finding good entertainment.
Reporting from Las Vegas, Giovanni Carrillo.
Well, at a time of financial uncertainty with on-again and off-again tariffs, many are concerned a recession is looming. Tariffs being implemented one day and repealed the next. President Donald Trump has changed his tune about recession concerns, first not denying it's possible, and then later saying he doesn't see it happening. Well, despite all the changes, some locals tell Channel 13 this will not stop them from making their big purchases.
Well, I mean, you always have worries. I mean, look what's happening. So, you know, but sometimes you're in a position where you've got to make a decision, and that's where we're at.
You can't create the perfect scenario all the time, right? So you got to jump in when you're ready, and that's just kind of what we're doing.
UNLV economics professor Stephen Miller believes we are not close to a recession, but says if you're worried and want to prepare for any impacts, to try and save money at this time. Nevada, along with 19 other states, are suing the Trump administration over major cuts to the Department of Education. The lawsuit was filed in a Massachusetts federal court today. The suit alleges the Trump administration is reducing the agency as a way to implement an unlawful plan to dismantle the department. This comes after roughly 1,300 employees were notified they would be terminated in 90 days. President Trump says he wants to get rid of the agency altogether. This is video of Metro arresting suspects for illegally carrying guns. Tonight, they're facing multiple charges. And this all started after Metro's Fusion Watch team started watching cameras on top of a parking garage at Treasure Island. Now, the video shows a group of juveniles surrounding a vehicle doing donuts. Metro's Fusion Watch team called patrol units out to the area. And when officers arrived, police say the suspects tried to hide their weapons. Now, these suspects are in jail facing charges tonight. A former Las Vegas Metro police officer has released a statement on his alleged ties to the Sean P. Diddy Combs sexual assault lawsuit. John Pelletier worked for Metro for more than 2 decades and is now chief of the Maui Police Department in Hawaii. Now, the Maui mayor has called on the police chief to be put on leave. In the statement, he says in part, quote, "I want to address the recent request by Mayor Bison to the Maui County Police Commission regarding my position as chief of police. Let me be clear, the allegations made against me are completely false, and I have not been formally served with any legal paperwork." Pelletier is one of several defendants named in the lawsuit filed last Friday in California. Well, right now, we're seeing snow across the valley from Sky Canyon to Henderson tonight. There were small flurries in many parts of town, and earlier today, Lee Canyon picked up 12 inches of snow, and more is expected. Check out this video from the resort. You see, coming down pretty hard there. Let's send things over to meteorologist Lynn Trung with the latest on the weather tonight. Lynn.
It was so cool seeing a little bit of that snow up by Centennial Hills earlier this evening. And these are some of the rain totals that we got from that system. A trace at Harry Reid, Centennial Hills, Mountain's Edge, and Anthem all under 1/10 of an inch, and Red Rock coming in at 0.12 of an inch. So a little bit of rain here and plenty of snow up in Lee Canyon, as you just saw there in that video. 12 inches of snow, and looks like we could add a little more to that tomorrow. Right now it's quiet, it is dry, it is cold. 40s across the board, 41 degrees here in Summerlin, 46 in downtown Las Vegas, and 47 in Henderson. Wind speeds a lot lighter than earlier today. Remember how windy it was? Well, it's in the single digits, but still creating a bit of a wind chill. Feels like it's in the 30s to low 40s across the region. So it is a cold Thursday night, and tomorrow it's going to start off pretty cold as well. 30s and 40s. Coming up, I'll let you know what temperatures will look like tomorrow afternoon and what you can expect for the weekend.
The NASCAR Pennzoil 400 hits the track at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway this weekend. But before the race, the NASCAR Hauler Parade took over the Las Vegas Strip. Trucks that transport the cars and all the equipment made their way to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway today. The races kick off on Saturday and wrap up on Sunday. From treacherous rain to a tornado watch, across the country, communities are bracing for severe weather. Coming up on Channel 13 at 11 o'clock tonight, we take you to the damage and have more on where those storms are heading next. Stay with us.